Third show.
You can hear this. You are not alone. This is the resistance.
Shoot.
Hi, this is Jen Connor with the Resistance. If you are listening to this, you are the Resistance. So let's get this round table started, and I'm going to give it over to Tin Man to start the round table.
Yeah, welcome to the Revolutionary Roundtable, which was, ironically, the original name that Connor gave it when we opened up our little group. And where the hell did he go? I see blackness on his screen. What the hell happened?
I see black.
You're staring at my bum.
I was afraid of that. I'm like, dude, you didn't shove the phone up your ass, did you?
Yeah, it's dark up there.
Oh, shit.
These are horrible places to have conversations.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Exactly. I don't know if it's an old friend, but relatively new to me.
You smell like shit again. Okay, speaking of shit, I found something earlier today. It was a picture. It says, Jake was drunk, Josie was drunk. Jake and Josie hooked up. Josie could not consent. The next day, Jake was charged with rape. A woman who is intoxicated cannot give her legal consent for sex, so proceeding under these circumstances is a crime. It only takes a single day to ruin your life. Now,
Well, Jake was intoxicated. Could he be considered legally liable for propositioning at that point?
my point exactly. Both are equally inebriated to the point where, regardless of how much they had to drink, they're both fucked up. Both parties are drunk off their asses. If she cannot give consent and is not responsible for her actions, how could the guy be consensual or be accountable for his actions when they are both equally shit-faced?
Alright, y'all gotta cut down some baby palm trees and eat that shit.
Okay.
Sorry. My buddy's cooking, and he's chopping up baby palm trees.
Okay, that was like really random.
Hey. Fuck you with my food choices being random.
That would be a good question. I mean, if both people are drunk and they're both hammered, flattered, sits drunk, and supposedly there's a rape.
I think it'd be rape on both sides.
I was eating fucking palm tree heart. Sorry, I totally missed that.
I mean,
all I know sounds like
good question.
Make good decisions.
Well,
It's a good question.
I think it's kind of a double standard. I mean, if a guy could be charged for rape because she can't give consent, how the hell is he any more responsible for his actions than she is for hers? I think that's kind of a double standard, because, like, what if he had passed out and she fucking got him hard and fucked him while he was passed the fuck out?
That's still rape regardless. I mean, it's a double standard because of the fact that, I mean, everything when it comes to women and women against men, it's always a double standard. You know, women always say, oh, well, I didn't give consent. And then the guy goes, bullshit, yeah, you did. But they always believe the woman instead, which I think is completely stupid.
And then they start questioning
I mean, I think
why
the
she's got
woman should take a
bruises.
lie detector.
And then he's trying to explain, she told me to hit her that hard. That goddamn book she read.
Fucking got her!
I mean,
John, you are something else, my friend.
Hey, dude,
Now, see,
I still have like half a bottle of wine left. This shit has just begun.
Hey, I got beer.
honestly, I don't agree with the hitting thing, but I do agree with silk rope and cuffs and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, I don't particularly appreciate violence. Violence is not supposed to be in the bedroom. You want to hit something, get on the battlefield. The bedroom is supposed to be tenderness. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing if you grab her by the hair and you pull her in. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, but like, she's not violently trying to escape your ass. She just needs a little bit of direction, or maybe she's asking to be given a little bit of direction. But once you get into like fucking starting to hit people and yeah, too many different kinds of canes, whips, and chains to be turning my crank. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't get me wrong. I like, I like picking a girl up, putting her on the wall, I throw her on the bed. I like having a good time. But at no expense should there be like welts and bruises and things like that. Hey, people fall the fuck out of bed. Okay, I get it. She might get a bruise on her knee or something. But what I'm getting is that
Rug burn
I've
on her
never
knees.
enjoyed that aspect of things. But I'm also not a power tripper. You know, there's people that they must require they have to dominate people, right? Like I've worked with some of the most dangerous animals in the world as a human being,
You worked with my
and the most
mom?
dangerous. Well, see, I'm telling you, bro, man. Like it wasn't easy. Okay, did you get your lunch money? I left it on the table.
I love it. I give this guy the ball and he fucking runs with it every fucking time.
Ugh. It's the charisma.
Uh,
It's what I used to have a divorce and two girlfriends ago. It's starting to come back. All I need now
Good.
is a woman of substantial leadership and support. Next thing you know, you're gonna hold the fucking. We're just gonna own the world.
top
You
left hand
know,
corner.
like, yeah, that's where she is on my screen too. That's kind of cool.
What a coincidence. What a twist.
No, it's not. You program that shit like that.
He's on to me.
Conspiracy now.
He's on to me. He's now figuring out my plot.
Hey, you asked me to keep them safe. I told you had to send them my way in order to do that.
Right?
They got to get through anybody wants to do any harm to my people, as long as they're within at least a city of me. Well, they'll have to work hard to get to them.
Yep.
They'll have to get through
And
borders.
even if
They'll
they're
have to get
not,
through
it's going to be a
military.
hell of a fucking ride.
Then they got to get through provincial police, RCMP, city and municipal police, and after that they got to get through me. I don't. Yeah. Very rarely does anybody finally get through me. Even when I left where I left because I had to leave, not because I was told to leave. I just
It was
there's
in your
shit that's
best.
going to happen down there that is going to be in the news, and I just can't be associated with it. I can't. Right. I know that we're live right now, recording, that's why I'm not talking about it, but I had to leave. Number one rule: eliminate yourself from the list of suspects.
Yeah.
Revenge is a dish better served cold. 6 months is nothing. Women wait 9 months to deliver a baby.
I don't want to know. I don't need to know.
And believe me, waiting that 9 months for that cute little bundle of joy everyone calls is not fun.
No.
Neither
No,
is the
I
18
watched.
years that you'd spend raising it.
Oh, that's the easy part. Raising them is easy. Taking care of mom, and I'm saying taking care of, not dealing with. You can't deal with mom. You should have made some better fucking decisions in your lifetime.
Right?
But taking care of mom, that's a bit different. When a woman is pregnant, it's stressful to her and it is stressful to the man. Like they could be like 100% madly in love with each other. He can want to do everything without question, without fail. Still a workload to carry. Taking care of a pregnant woman is taxing. It's the most valuable investment a person will ever make in their existence, but it can be taxing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's,
I know.
men are taxed on a 5% ratio. Women are taxed on a 97% tax ratio. Their body gets hit, their psyche gets hit, their emotions get hit. You know, like there's legitimate women that give birth that don't want their children because their psyche and emotions got hit at the same time entirely too hard. Right? Like it's fucked up, dude. That's what the entire Third Zeitgeist movie is about. The whole Third Zeitgeist movie is about human psyche, connection, raising the human creature, and it's like the human creature, not a human being, not a human child. Until they're like 23 years old, they're little animals in every aspect of the way. They're little human beings. But as adults, we really get to observe their naturalistic, carnal behaviors, especially when they can't speak. I'm a big believer that the human child is the only species that cannot speak with their adult counterpart because they're still attached to whatever the fuck it is that we call heaven. They can still talk to angels. They can still talk to energies. They can still talk to what is important. The more a child begins to speak, the less it listens. When a child can't speak, all it can do is listen. It's not only listening to our voices, it's listening to everything. The birds chirping, the fucking sounds of the butterfly wings flapping. It's listening to its own thoughts. Doesn't understand what it is, but it knows it's there. Kids are cool. I don't know. I went to go see Star Wars tonight with my buddy's son, and it was the best thing ever. You know,
Kids are cool. Kids are cool at a certain age, but when they're young, they're manipulative little brats they don't get their way.
Not if you understand. Stick them in a corner. Come back to me with a better story.
Yeah. I wish I'd done that one.
Been there enough times with both Adric and Ezra.
I won't lie, man. I'm trained in martial arts. I don't hurt children. Quite legitimately, children hurt themselves around me. When your mother says to do something, and you don't do it, I will pick you up. I'll place you on the floor, on your feet, and I will put this finger or this thumb right up underneath your armpit. I'm not going to grab you by the arm. No, that's grabbing. That's foolish. I'm going to place a finger right up underneath your armpit. And the second you decide that you're going to give me dead weight and I got to carry you, when that pops up underneath your armpit, you're going to rethink your shit real quick. You're going to be like, oh, that's not comfortable. I don't want that. As soon as you stand up, it goes away. The child controls their discipline, right? Yep. I don't believe in beating a child. I don't believe in belts, and I don't believe in any of that, right? But I know how to put anybody in a wrist lock. No, that's. Oh, you want to put your feet there, bro? Okay, cool. I don't believe in hurting a child in any way, but I also don't believe in being walked over by a child. I used to train kids. I used to teach them how to fight. I used to have fun with them. Man, I had a 12-year-old little girl kick me in the fucking teeth, man. And I was happy as a pig and shit. She was testing for her blue belt, and I had to spar with her. And I was afraid to spar with this child. This child was like fighting fucking Yoda, okay? She was like 3 foot tall, okay? And she had springs in her legs. Right, this little girl, man, she kicked me 6 times before she landed again. I got 2 kicks on each side of the legs, 2 kicks up in the ribs, 1 kick in the jaw, and 1 kick in the head. I didn't see it coming. And if she would have been mean about it, she would have hit me harder. And I looked at her and said, why didn't you kick my helmet off? She's like, it's rude. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Right? Because that's how we teach them, right? And I was like, but you could have, I told her that you could have put on a good show. Like you could have took my head right off. Like you would have got your belt immediately. Nope. She wanted to spar ethically and responsibly, and I pushed her hard, man. I heard her. No, I didn't hurt her, but I heard her. Like I winded her. I made sure that I put a solid shot right up inside her solar plexus, so she would have to fold over and look for her air. 20 seconds or less. She found that air like it was nothing. And then she made me rethink all of my ideas. I hit her in the solar plexus. She bent over. She found her breath. And if ever you see the kids when they're doing karate, it's called the horse riding stance, where their legs are very far spread apart and they're like sitting down a little bit on nothing, and they're just doing random punches in the air. Well, that position is like the position that most of us, and I'll say 99.99 because it's that kind of often. If I kick you in the nuts or if I hit you in the solar plex, it's going to fold you in half. And the first thing you're going to do, depending if you're right leg or left leg, one of your legs is going to do like a sumo wrestler. And you're going to create this huge distance between heel to heel.
Yep.
What? Of this? Want me to take a run? Cool. Well, I'll walk. I gotta fix the situation. But you guys keep
talking.
Oh shit! I can do that. Oh shit! See, and this is why I love my buddy. He's not even gonna let me interrupt this conversation. He's gonna give me his phone. Oh yeah, he's gonna give me his phone so I can walk over. I gotta sign into my Facebook, and I'm gonna have to do a swap there. But I won't be on my phone anymore. I'll be on his phone.
Nice. That was awesome.
Put that in my pocket. Oh shit. Okay, that's even easier. Okay. I'm gonna come back, guys. I'm gonna exit out of this. I'm gonna close my Wi-Fi, and he's gonna let me carry his phone as like a mobile hotspot.
Nice.
So give me the few minutes that it takes, and yeah, I'll be right back.
Just enjoying the call when you get
Alrighty.
Cool.
Well, that gives me a chance to get my long sleeve shirt on.
What? What? I'm not leaving to come back to. Anyway, sorry. I'm not leaving to come back to less.
I'm going outside in -4-degree weather. I want to go smoke a cigarette.
-4? I'm walking in. What's the weather right now? Like
I'd go in the bathroom and fucking smoke a cigarette.
We're at -30.
No, I love my son. I'm not going to do that to him.
Turn on the fart fan.
All right.
It doesn't work. These are 60s. All right.
It's only -22.
It's only -22.
These buildings were made in the 60s.
Look.
The fans don't work.
I'm not even lying, guys. -21
Oh, wow.
feels like -32. Yeah, that's. Welcome to Canada.
I promise when I get done with my cigarette, I'll be back in my tank top, okay?
Yeah, tank top.
Nice.
Let's see. I'm wondering now how much my fucking weather is out here. I don't care about Google advertisements. Go fuck yourself, Google. I don't want a Google Play gift card. No, I'm lucky. I'm only 27 degrees right now.
I did that video about a member of Antifa trying to open up a can of Sweetios. I did a video on that. I got 14 views, and I got 1 dislike.
Nice.
No, wait, that's 15 views.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can dislike it all you want, but you still watched it. That's what I'm saying. Let them go. Let them go and whine and bitch. You know what? You think you can do better? Fucking do it.
Right?
My channel has 566 subscribers.
Nice.
So, Genevieve.
What?
About our original topic, we know that this is traditionally a feminist-pushed idea. That women are empowered. They're better than men, no matter what.
The hell they are.
Women are better than men. They are the superior
No,
sex.
not.
And demand more and more and more, but that suddenly changes to we're the victims, we're so fragile when a quote undesirable situation occurs.
Exactly. That's why I don't like feminists.
I'm giving you the torch. Light it, burn the house down.
Why burn it when I can just nuke it?
Nuke it then! Big boom! We like big boom!
Alright, hold on. Let me get outside. Because my son's asleep and my cousin's watching Supernatural. Okay. So, these feminist bitches, they get all pissed off and bent out of shape when a man ends up having sex with them and they are too drunk to remember it, right?
Yeah, Coyote Ugly.
It's
Yeah.
stupid. take responsibility for your fucking actions and leave the men alone. And honestly, a lot of these women, they dress very provocatively when they go to these things and get drunk. They dress so provocatively, it is ridiculous. And yeah, they say, oh well, just because my clothes are,
Even
showing things.
even if the guy and for anybody, he's just there to just just there to have a couple of drinks, mind his own business, get to himself. I mean, what if you ain't looking for, good time, and then
Like the way you put that.
and then all of a sudden, a nice hyena, little noche comes up, say hi, hey, what's up, wanna woo, and then guy goes, no, I'm good, whatever, just whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right,
Yes, we're
yeah,
ready.
Tin Man, you're right.
Oh, I was talking to John Connor.
Oh, okay.
Because that was the ding you heard. He said, ready? I'm like, ready.
Like, honestly, what you said, Tin Man, was right. It's a double standard. When it comes to anything sexual against, with a woman against a man, it's a double standard.
Yeah. I mean, and don't get me wrong, and I know the feminists and like-minded thinkers are going to try to hit me with this. I'm not saying that a woman is just as responsible as a man if she's passed out drunk and a guy or a group of guys take advantage of her. No, that ain't right. That is straight up rape. She's passed the fuck out.
Right.
You can't consent when you're asleep. But if you are conscious and are acting stupid, and you're both equally as
that's like
drunk, you both share the responsibility or lack of responsibility.
Evenly. It's not
that's
one party or the other.
That's like the Stanford incident, where that kid, he was a member of the swimming team, and he got caught messing with a woman that was out cold behind a dumpster, and then all of a sudden he felt like, well, I'm gonna give out my 20 minutes to my 20 minutes of fun. So I'm like, then he got off because his dad wrote a letter to the judge.
Yeah.
Which situations like that, it is fucked up. There are men that will do that, but not all.
Yeah, and that shit's not right.
No, it's not. And a lot of women, what they'll do is they'll target that, and they will purposely, and women can hate me for this all they want. Women, we will purposely dress provocatively because we do want to get laid, but it's usually by a specific person or a specific type of guy. And we dress to appease what he likes. That way we do get laid.
Yep. Then you wind up with option B or C, and you're pissed off about it.
And then the woman turns around and cries rape. Yeah. It's stupid. I mean, if you're going to go for one guy, let him know, honestly. I mean, that's my idea, and that is, women need to stop playing this game where they're like, oh, well, I don't want to say my feelings because, well, I'm just not ready to. Bullshit. When you started dressing the way that the guy liked, that's when guys, no offense to you guys, but, it's not exactly, you guys don't exactly take the subtle hints.
No, we don't. And I was like, I'm glad you brought that up because I was aiming to get there myself. We're idiots. We guys are fucking idiots when it comes to that shit. We don't get subtle hints. Like,
Connor's saying start the call so we could start walking.
Yeah. Did he say what?
Connor said start the call so I could start walking.
He's on. He should be on the fucking call. Hold on. I'll add him. Switch add. How do I do this? I'm fucking drunk. I can't do nothing. Well, what did I do?
What did you do?
Oh, add group member. Ringing him.
see it coming up.
You should be.
There it is.
There you go.
As soon as I put a song on, y'all fucking call.
Sorry.
Right, we got your
Sorry,
message.
dude.
We got you back. So
Awesome.
I was waiting for you to ding in. Actually,
I tried digging in twice, and it said group chat canceled. So I wonder if I was the one that started the group chat without knowing that I started the group chat. Did everybody black out after I left?
Huh?
No.
No, Genevieve's outside smoking a cigarette. You're outside walking in the freezing cold.
No, right now I'm taking a piss, but it's okay. I'm leaving as soon
Need
as
to know
that's
that.
done.
I did
There we go.
not need to know that.
Are we still live or?
Yeah, we're still live. We're still going. But
Awesome sauce. So now we got you taking a shit on the shitter, and you got me taking a piss. This is perfect. Who's gonna
Tin Man, do you know the bat in They're Not Rising trilogy?
what about it? Nice. You're just getting all kinds of cool toys, ain't you?
Yeah.
Out here, there's a
I
fresh
got
flake of
the
snow.
Batmobile from
Are we looking for a big Sunny D or a single?
Batman vs Superman.
Sweet.
Can I grow one?
Oh,
Okay, time for you to go back inside.
That was an accident.
there are too many double standards in this fucking world, and it really pisses me off.
Am I getting a big
Yes,
Sunny D or
we men are fucking idiots, and I'm sure Connor would agree with this. We don't get subtle hints. Okay? Tell us what you fucking want. Make it clear and concise. Don't beat around the bush. Don't drop subtle hints because we will not
You're
get it.
ending that sentence with
Never.
right?
Yeah.
Men never get subtle hints. Now, however, there are the rare guys that do get the subtle hints because they pay attention to everything and they think that their girl is the world.
Well, even if a guy pays attention to every fucking detail, there's always going to be something that he
don't have those
misses.
two there.
And it will be
So at
one
that
of
point,
those
a bad wine
situations.
is better than a case of beer.
Yeah, it'll be one of those situations where
Revolution Red or
he
Revolution
can pay
White.
attention to every fucking detail, but he will get chastised like a motherfucker for the one detail he missed.
Right? Because women get so used to, because, okay, the explanation for that is that a lot of women, they will end up getting, they'll get so used to the guy noticing that the one time that he doesn't, they feel hurt. They feel betrayed. They feel like he doesn't care anymore, which isn't the case at all. It's just this one thing that he missed, which is stupid for a woman to get upset about.
It's like, it's almost racist, you know that?
Wait, what?
No red wine. Sorry, I'm having an alcohol discussion here while you guys are trying to take over the world. Beer has all kinds of alcohol, you just got to get the box that has enough cans in it.
I do it every couple of days, my friend. I do it every couple of days.
I'm going to tell you what my father said to me.
Get myself a 12-pack from Bates. Because it's right around the corner. It's the closest thing to me.
But,
Man,
yeah,
you don't understand. I can walk to the convenience store and buy beer. Like...
Yeah. Well, Bates is kind of like a convenience store. The only thing closer to me is the Dollar fucking General, but they don't sell beer there.
No, they don't have the permit for it.
No.
But they are working. Out here in Nebraska, the Dollar General out here in my town, Bellevue, the Dollar General out here closest to me is trying to get the permit to sell alcohol.
Because I want YouTube hits too, man. The 8-year-old got a YouTube channel for Christmas, and one of his videos is him walking to the convenience store. So I told him, I said, I'm going to take a page out of your book, buddy. I said, I'm going to make a YouTube video while I'm walking to the convenience store. He looks at me with the straightest face ever. Why? Because I want YouTube hits too, man.
No shit.
All right.
I mean, I post links for people to be able to tune in and comment in the comments section of the live stream while we're recording this. In fact, I'm going to go to it right now and see if there's anybody.
Hey, you guys want to see where I live?
Sure.
I live in a fucking condo, guys. Like we pay $2,500 a month here.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
Damn.
That's a lot.
That is. Wow.
I think I'll stick to my $250.
Yeah, like it's not my money there. Don't get me wrong, but you know, you guys remember like all those pictures of me with alligators and big fucking snakes and shit like that?
Yeah.
Well, buddy who owns that's the one that's helping me.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean when I say like I don't need or want anything right now because everything is provided, and the only thing he's asking for is an honest attempt at getting back on my feet, which is well all I really want to do.
Yeah.
Give me a second here. All right.
I got an app called YouTube Studio.
All right, Bill.
And what does it do?
All right. There's Orion, actually.
I have what it is. It shows how many viewers you get in the age demographics, and on who's watching it more, men or women, male or female.
Sounds like you have a screening site for a porn site. A screening program for a porn site.
No,
You can use it multiple ways, man. You can use it multiple ways. It's just a tool.
Yeah,
We're all just tools.
But my channel, it's the viewership is between 22.8 to 18.5%. 22.8 is age range. It's 25 to 34. 18.5 is 34 to 44. 2.1 is 45 to 54.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No one's passing a test with those numbers. You don't pass math with that.
It's the audience. It's the audience percentage of age.
I know.
Age range.
We have to look at it as we have to look at it like it's the fucking SAT score. We don't pass with that. It's just like what we did with Canada and the government and the bullshit the last election. The guy that won before the guy that's running now, he won a majority government with 30% of the votes when only 40 fucking percent of the country voted. Half the people didn't even vote. Only 40% voted, and he won 30% of the vote, and that made him win. And I looked at that, and I said, nobody passes the test on our 30%. And I've always held myself to that standard. That's why I'm saying it. I'm not saying it to be rude or crude. But
Hey, when you're right, you're right.
Viewership, our percentage. Yeah, our viewership, our percent. We need our viewership to be up to 65%. It takes 55 in Canada to pass an exam in high school. We need our viewership to be 65%.
Okay. At which point,
Make
you know,
sense?
I'm going to have to say this because I work 12 to 14 hours a fucking day. I can't sit here and promote this shit each and every fucking day.
And
I'm
that's
going to
why you
need
to
everybody
push it out.
involved to fucking help share the load here.
Well,
Connor,
we're all going to do a
Genevieve,
revamp.
Grandmaster Oven, when we do these videos and I share them to you guys, I need everybody to fucking share this shit.
Don't worry about the roundtables. The roundtables are as important. Sorry, Judge, I'm so totally taking your fucking lead here. Don't worry about the roundtables. The roundtables are more personal. They're more for us. Those who are serious, they'll find us. They may not watch every video, but they'll be curious about the roundtable. They'll watch those ones.
Yeah.
We'll let them find us at that rate. We find them, bring them into the fold, let them see the videos and all the nonsense there. But the roundtable, as important as it is, it's a crucial piece of it. Outside viewership, it's just not. The roundtable, when a third party observes the roundtable, they are one of two people. They're the person that buys from the infomercial channel or the person that clicks past it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they either really fucking love the material and now they're hooked and here they are and they're listening to us, or they kind of like it, they kind of like the idea, but they don't want to become quote-unquote overly involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're not going to stay 2 and 3 hours to watch it either.
Right, but we've seen that in the leadership. Let's not pretend that we haven't. Okay, you guys are so going in my back pocket. My fucking fingers, Nicole.
Okay.
Just don't fart, please.
It's the only thing that's going to keep it's the only thing that's going to keep the fucking phone warm to keep going. So
Title of the video: Roundtable. Last roundtable of the year. John Connor farts.
Yeah, exactly. That's his opinion of the fucking situation. But and we've seen it within leadership, right? Like, and I don't mean to poke, right? But like some of my boys went to meet one of my boys, and it didn't
Oh,
go over
really?
as we'd like it to, right? Like it was great, everybody was civil, everybody was polite, but all of a sudden there was a huge back away from a very prominent person. It happened even within leadership.
Yeah.
So we can't say that we're immune to it. We can just say that we're better at adapting to it than anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, like that's why Genevieve is so important. That's like there's other reasons I could sit here and fucking list them out there, but that's nobody's business. But there's other reasons why she's important, other than a pretty face.
Yeah.
Like she anyway, yeah. She's gonna bring forward something different.
Thank you.
No problem.
And that's what we need.
So he sends me to the fucking store to pick up wine. And the wine that he tells me to pick up, he's like, you got to pick up the Revolution wine. And of course, I am not laughing. And he's like, you got to get Revolution pink. And I was like, what? Pink? What about Revolution red? And he's like, no, you got to get the pink one. And he's like, get a pink one and a white one. And I was like, you don't like the red ones? That shit sounds racist. You know? You know, but it's all good. It's all good. Welcome to the store. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna show you guys the inside of a Canadian fucking convenience store.
It's kind of like what I did to my boss over the weekend. I walked up behind the big boss and started stirring over his head. I'm like, this is the way we stir the guac, stir the guac, stir the guac. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm making your brain into guacamole. He's like, how the hell are you going to make my brain into guacamole? I'm like, well, you work here. You're already halfway there.
Just hit frappe, motherfucker.
Yeah, and he lost his shit. He was laughing so fucking hard.
Yes, I held the door for somebody. That's kind of how I roll.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. It's okay.
I can't help it. I'm a fucking dickhead at work.
Like, the beer starts here.
I will be sitting there cussing up a fucking storm. Like my boss will be like,
California one.
my boss will be like, Chris, get up to the front. I'll be like, no. She's like, yes. I'm like, no. She goes, yes. Fuck you. She's like,
That's
no, fuck you.
That is a bottle.
That's a Quebec bottle of beer, man. And then we got them in Budweiser's too, and blue.
Yay! There's my beer.
Oh, does Bud Light Platinum get sold there?
Does Bud Light get sold here?
Bud Light
You mean this
Platinum.
one?
No, Platinum.
Get complicated. It's not going to be ordering shit from the States for you, aren't I? Like, Tin Man, send me 2 cases of that shit she likes.
My dad needs to get the blue sky.
The jokes I can make right now.
Vodka.
I didn't say fucking get on the plane and come and see me. I said send me a beer.
Oh no, you just lined the joke up, man. You just delivered a fucking punchline that even I wasn't even gonna go for. And if people don't get it too damn bad, that's your own damn problem.
Yeah, it's not our fault they're not informed.
Because I've been threatened with a beating.
Oh, that's okay.
I've been threatened with a beating if I bring up certain topics.
Oh, straight. Don't do it. All right, where's the fucking wine, man? This is almost.
And whether or not Connor can kick my ass or not, I guarantee you. He'll leave with his share of gun on the ground, and he knows it.
Wines are normally on a shelf.
Ebony.
What?
Merci beaucoup, cher. Oh, ben gars, il y a un nasty freezer plein.
Do you have Powerball?
Are you speaking French?
Yes, dear, I am.
You need to teach me how to speak French.
Oh, fuck. Okay, we got Revolution Red. Oh, this is a big problem.
It's like there's no point in even talking. We're just shopping for alcohol right now.
No, I want to listen to him speak French. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Hold on, I have to do it again. Avez-vous ça, la révolution rose en arrière? Ouais. Il n'a pas d'un couleur, mais... Ah, ok. Ça, c'est simplement ici. Hein. Ok. Ok, il me reste un peu de rose, pas de blanc. Ah, sac, il est là. Merci. Sauvignon blanc. Okay, you sent me for white wine. You said, okay, green text. Okay, cool. 2 bottles of this shit. There we go.
Yeah, you totally have to teach me how to speak French.
Oh, that's easy. That is quite legitimately the easy part. As long as the person is willing to learn the language, I can teach the language.
Hell yeah.
If people look at the French language like it's not worth anything, then if a person already believes the French language isn't worth anything, I can't teach it. As long as the person
like
believes
every other
power in 2
like,
languages.
oh man who speaks French. Ooh, orgasm.
I'm willing to learn any language, honestly. I took
The more
Spanish
languages we
classes.
hold, the more languages we hold, the more powerful we are. See,
Yes.
Canada, it's responsible. We have to have at least French and English. We see too. We have to at least French or English, and in our high school curriculums, debit. That's the shot. Our high school curriculum will teach you Spanish as well if you want to learn it. Okay, there it is.
See, I took Spanish in high school. I passed within, I think it was like a B plus or something like that. I forgot. But I learned a lot of history about Mexico through Spanish class. So
that's kind of the point.
Like I think I might have to go back to high school out there in Canada.
We should.
I took Spanish class for 2 months. Got kicked out because I got in a fight.
You got in a fight in what class?
Spanish class.
Why? How?
Some stupid shit. Some guy finds one dude, and I got kicked out of Spanish class, and like, no man. I want to go back and finish because I'm half Mexican, so I thought, I want to go back because I want to learn Spanish because my grandparents, time before they died, they were speaking Spanish to my dad because my dad is bilingual, and I wanted to learn Spanish because I could talk to my grandparents in Spanish because I'm fluent in English but not Spanish. I can also speak fluent bullshit, but it's a whole different thing.
Me too. Oh, have you considered maybe looking into Rosetta Stone?
Me or him?
Him. For learning to speak Spanish. I mean, you could probably benefit from it too if you're wanting to learn a different language. I think they got, what is it, like 50 different language variations?
They got more. They got over 15 different language or 50 different languages.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I can speak English. I can speak English and fluent Draconese.
He says, "Ring me in." Connor says, "Ring me in."
Ring a ding ding. Where is he now?
See, I don't know.
There he is.
See, I want to learn French, German, and Russian.
There we go.
Because I'm German, Russian, British, French, and Irish. So I want to learn Celtic, I want to learn German, I want to learn French, and I want to learn Russian.
Frankes Deutsch?
No.
She didn't say Dutch along the line there, bro.
That's not Dutch. That was German for do you speak German?
Sprechen das Deutsch means do you
Frankes
speak
Deutsch.
But yeah, I want to learn those languages.
I don't know what German is in German, so sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. But I want to learn those languages because apparently, according to, I believe it was my grandfather on my mom's side, he said that that my ancestors, one of my ancestors was a princess, and she abdicated her throne because she fell in love with one of the guards and went to a different country.
Sounds
So
like the Russian monarchy.
I have no idea.
It's only the Russian monarchy that ever abdicated the throne. They weren't conquered, and they weren't, you know what I mean? They just kind of stopped being who they were.
Might have been her, I don't know. But so I'm a princess by blood.
Have you ever heard of Princess Anastasia?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I'm very fascinated with her.
Princess Anastasia is the princess that I'm referring to about the Russian monarchy dissolving itself. That's where the story comes from.
Huh.
Yeah, my buddy's been calling me Markipedia for 3 fucking weeks because there's nothing he can talk about that I don't know. And it's really weird. I was not always an educated man in this way. Now I just talk.
Yeah.
You're a lot like Lucid. Like he would always claim to be a jack of all trades, but a master of none.
This is a snowbank. That's my fucking elbow, guys.
All I see is a shadow with a cigarette.
Oh, wow. That is a very tall
shit.
snowbank. How much snow did you get?
In 2 days? That? Winter ain't done yet, girl. There'll be about 4 feet, 5 feet of it on the ground. There's almost 3 feet of it. A lot of this is drifted up, though, so it didn't fall like that, mind you. But our banks are about, this is what I mean by drifting. There's that. Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, your camera turned off.
There we go. There's that.
Camera's
that
off.
Drifts into that.
Oh, wow.
Can you say snowball fight?
Yeah, totally.
Resistant snowball fight!
This big time. In the summer at the basketball area, that's a skating rink right now.
Huh.
Ooh.
All within minutes of my home. That's what I mean. I'm living a good life right now. I was not living a good life for the past 4 years. Bouncing all over the place, taking care. Anyway, yeah. I don't mind taking care of children, don't get me wrong. I just don't like taking care of women and children that do not appreciate what's being done. That's all.
Been there, done that.
I hate women like that. I really do.
Funny, I just got
I'm not kidding.
With one.
I'm the dude.
I just got through living with one like that. And I'm glad that I'm through that shit.
Did you do like I did? Did you go to work, make your paycheck, give her the cash because you knew she needed it, as long as that you had a roof and food in your tummy?
More or less, pretty much, her and her boyfriend sat on their fucking asses while I went to fucking work. Like, I literally wake up about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And when I come out 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the afternoon to leave for work, and people are asleep on the fucking couch, and I'm paying the fucking bills, oh, fuck no.
Well, I landed here beginning of December. And I was here 3 days. I got a good drunk on, and I grabbed the piece of paper, and I was getting my resume figured out and stuff. My buddy looked at me. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm jotting down my resume so I can put it in my phone and start the procedures and shit." He's like, "No, you're not." He's like, "You don't do shit until the 1st of January." He's like, "You're done." He's like, "You need a vacation." He's like, "You just lost $2,100 in 2 weeks, and from what I understand, you wasted 4 years of your fucking life. You need a vacation."
Right?
Yes. I agree with your buddy. You need a vacation.
That's why I've been feeling better. You know what I mean? Like the last chick, dude, I'm not kidding, man. There's 3 kids there. I had a full-time job. Every paycheck I made, I gave it to her. Like, all of it. All of it. I don't fucking care. It's money. I'll go out and make more later. Like, sorry, I just don't care. But at the end of the day, like, when you have a nest egg set to the side for yourself in case of bad shit happens and you realize she took it from you, oh my god, thank God I don't like beating women. Like,
hey, on the plus side, at least you are getting laid by her. I wasn't getting laid by the one I was freaking dealing with.
Yeah, I was getting laid by something I didn't want to touch at the end of it, dude. It's not really that fun.
Get fucked in a not in a good way, right?
Well, pretty much. I'd rather have a girl hold her up on a pedestal, tell her she loves me, and be broke as fucking sin, than have all the money in the world and know that you're sleeping with the chick because she wants your money. You know what I mean? Like, sorry. You know, and I know there's a lot of men that go through that, and the raw deal is a lot of women that go through that. So, like, you know, it's called a sugar mama for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just not how I'm built. Like, I don't know. I'm just different, I guess. Everybody looks at me and says there's not very many of me left in the world, but I don't believe that.
There's not. There's really not. There's really not.
That's sad. There's gotta be more,
there's
right?
a reason why, because people like us get taken undue advantage of, and they say fuck it and turn into fucking jerks.
Yep.
Oh, I'm the worst person to piss off. I will. Oh, dude, I'm horrible. Not like piss off, like in an argument, like a domestic thing, but like, I had somebody kick in my door, acting like he was hired one day. He kicked in my door in, and he thought everything was cool. He looked at me, he started yelling at me. I was like, "Do you have a gun?" I was like, "No." I was like, "You're gonna want to leave now." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because I just sent my wife down to get me my gun. You need to leave." I was like, "Because when she comes up here, you have to realize that when you kick that door open, you almost hit my daughter in the head with the fucking door. I'm really not impressed. You have to leave." And he went to start talking. I was like, "If I start yelling, I'm going to kill you with my bare hands in my own living room. I'm going to show my son what it means to be a man when someone breaks into your house. You have to fucking leave." Turned around, walked out. I said, "Close the door." Turned around, opened the screen door, closed the door behind him, and walked out. I'm not somebody to fuck with. I told everybody that I've ever had a negative encounter with to be like, "Listen, what? You're just going to do what I told you to do. I don't want all the money, but you are going to pay what you have to pay. If you don't pay it, I'm going to feed you to something really fucking big." That's just, but flip side of the same coin, I don't wake up in the morning thinking, "Oh, well, how am I going to do this? Or how am I going to swindle that?" No. Just don't paint me in a corner.
No.
Don't paint me in a corner, and you won't see because now they call me a terrorist. I'm militant now. I don't care.
Yeah.
See, I had a situation kind of like that once before when I was living in California. My roommate's girlfriend, she was lying to these two really big guys. I mean, and I don't mean big as in tall, I mean big as in wide. And she was lying to them, saying that my friend, who was my roommate, was raping her.
I remember locking the door of the center.
She was saying that my dad raped her. She was saying that my boyfriend raped her. She was saying that they were beating her. And then these two big guys, they came to my door, and they had crowbars. One had a crowbar, the other one had a baseball bat. And this bitch, she was freaking coming in to get her stuff because we kicked her out. And she had broken up with my roommate. And so she was coming in and getting her stuff. And this guy, one of the guys, the one that had the crowbar, he decided he was going to threaten my friend's life. He said he was going to beat his ass because he was just standing outside on my property smoking a joint. And he said he didn't like him. And that was why he was going to beat his ass. So finally I told him nicely, calmly, about 4 times. I said, "Get off my property before I call the cops." He didn't do it. So finally I turned to my boyfriend and I said, "Hon, get me your 45 now." And he got up, he went to go get the gun, and he had hollow points for it. And I held he was just about to hand me the gun when my father comes out and he goes, "What's going on?" So I damn near killed him.
Yeah, you're just doing what you were taught to do. It was invading on your property. That's the American way, though.
Well, he was threatening my friend, who I looked at as a family member, and he was doing it in front of my 3-year-old son. Sorry, 2-year-old son. And I was like,
give me
hell no.
5 seconds. I gotta switch my Wi-Fi again, and then when I say ring me in, just ring me in. Keep going.
Okay. But so he was doing all this in front of my child, and
I gave them a last shot of the
Yeah, that's not
threatening-
cool. You don't do that shit.
No. And so when he did that and said that in front of my son, that was when I lost my shit, and I was like, give me the gun. And I damn near killed him. If I had gotten my hands on the gun, it would have been like a blink of an eye that he would have been shot.
Yeah, see that's why I won't go back to California. Like I've been thinking about it for a long time.
I was behind her.
And I'm not going back to California because just too much stupid shit like what you just described. And it's a regular occurrence out there, and I'm like, why do I need to fucking leave Southern hospitality,
I was reading name tags.
low cost of living, a good
doing
job
anything.
to go back there to that?
But see, my dad, my dad. My dad isn't gonna hit a woman, let alone rape her. And you've met my boyfriend. He's not gonna hurt a woman.
No.
Or rape her. And it's the same thing with my friend Caleb. I don't know if you know Caleb
remember
or not,
Caleb.
but yeah, you know Caleb. He's not gonna hit a woman or rape her. And this chick was lying
you gotta
straight up.
I never even thought of that.
And that's the problem
Sorry,
with a
I'm
lot of
wondering.
people, especially out in that area. You know, a lot of fucking people just looking to start drama because they ain't got nothing better to do. They're miserable and they ain't happy unless they're making everybody else around them miserable.
Oh, and then after the two guys went to their truck, she turned around to me and said, "Don't hurt my snake." I was like, "I ain't gonna touch you, disgusting creature."
Wait, you don't like snakes?
No, I love snakes. It's just I
Okay,
was
cool,
saying
check.
that to her because I got offended because she thought I was going to take my anger towards her out on a defenseless creature
Oh, that's
that she happened to own. So I got pissed and I said, "I'm not gonna touch your disgusting creature." And so
It was only disgusting because she owned it.
Yeah.
I just look at it and be like, look, man, you don't understand. Well, I will shoot you and take your dog. Your dog will be fine when I'm done.
No. I love snakes. I absolutely adore them. They're wonderful.
This is gonna be fun.
They're very amazing. They're a
Thank
very
you.
amazing creature. And, I mean, the way that they can unhinge their jaw to swallow their meal whole is just amazing. Sometimes I wish I could do that. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, open my other Christmas present.
Oh, if you behave, that's no fun.
Oh.
Yeah, I made a thing of
All
popcorn.
right. Well,
Big ass popcorn.
give me a second here.
Nice.
I gotta think of something fucking good.
But
No.
Yeah, I love popcorn.
For Christmas, we had turkey, we had a green bean casserole, rice, and roll.
green bean
good.
casserole's gross.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
You don't like green
yeah.
bean casserole?
Mushrooms
I
in it.
love green bean casserole.
I hate it because it's got
My dad
mushrooms.
made it.
It's gross.
You can
My
cook
dad
it without
took
mushrooms,
green
you
beans,
know.
Onions.
You don't have to
mushrooms.
put mushrooms or onions or anything you don't want in it. It's a casserole. You can make it into anything you want.
This
Pretty
is
good.
this is how we eat at the Connor camp
Okay.
with some soup. This
Nice.
isn't done yet. I gotta throw some cheese on this bitch though.
Is that minestrone soup?
I got shit to do.
Is that minestrone
There's
soup
cheese.
or
I got
is
two
it
eggs.
vegetable?
It's really a mystery. We had fajitas last night, and all the leftover chicken and everything, and then I see potatoes and carrots in there. I guarantee you it tastes fucking awesome. But it's not a particular meal. It's what single men do when there's too much leftovers in the fridge.
Dude, when I come out there to visit, I gotta make you my homemade fried chicken.
Oh, I can vouch for that.
Gonna come and cook.
I can vouch for that. I have eaten it. It is awesome.
All right, she's coming over here. She's gonna cook us some fried chicken.
Homemade fried chicken.
She's got to handle American.
Hey, I've known this woman for 7 years. We've been friends for a very long time. Yeah, I have tried and loved the fried chicken.
And I've perfected my
Where are you
meatloaf
from,
recipe.
really?
Oh,
She's
really?
taking time while laughing.
Well, if we all get together at the Peace Arch, she's gonna have to bring fried chicken and meatloaf.
You're awesome.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I'll show you meatloaf. I'll bring a shepherd's pie and shit. There's all kinds of food to be had.
We'll have like a potluck or something, even if it's just like the four of us.
And I
Do
know
a
how to make
potluck.
beignets.
Yeah, definitely do your beignets.
Well, that's what we're told. I'm trying to take over the world with YouTube, man.
Connor,
Yes, yeah.
did you hear me?
I only heard pieces of it.
I
Hold on.
said I
I'm
can.
still putting
I
cheese
know
on
how.
shit.
Okay.
Okay, now I got both headphones in. Now I can hear you.
Okay. I said I know how to make beignets.
Oh, as in like donuts?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Bang?
The French donut, yes.
Yes, she does,
Yeah.
and they are amazing.
Oh. Well, I don't know, man. It's turning into like a fucking lifetime investment now. I'm just gonna have to like pay it all and get her out here in like 3 months. I was aiming for 6. 6 months. Sorry. That kind of sounds
It
wrong.
was 6 months. Now we're at 3. Let's get her up there tomorrow.
Hey, bro, you robbed the bank. I won't tell nobody.
Hey, you keep my
We will
secrets, I'll
we
keep
will move
yours.
our people.
I'll keep your secrets if you keep mine.
My folks got this. My folks got a packet of these Oriental pancakes. It's called Pigeon. Tastes like egg rolls.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wait,
See, that's the problem. There's like no good Chinese places around here. That's like the only problem I have.
It's like Texas corn. And
Oh yeah, that's right.
good.
They don't have Mr. U's.
Yeah.
They don't have Mr. U's out here.
Well, Mr. Yu was only like one restaurant, but and he owned the only one in existence.
Oh no. There's more.
Really?
There's more. Yeah, there's like 3 of them in California. No, 4.
Well, I'm sure he owns the chain, but
Well,
Like people
Grandpa Yu, he passed away.
really,
Yeah, he passed away.
I take this as a recent thing.
The only reason why I know Grandpa Yu is because of, well, Mr. Davis, so
Yeah.
that's the only reason.
Oh,
But
sure,
yeah,
yeah.
he passed away.
Yeah, I remember.
He passed away,
Oh.
and
Hey, so long as
It
they
was
keep his
sad.
recipes intact, I'm fine.
but they also have a Mr. Yu's donuts too now.
Yeah, well, I got Tim Hortons.
What's that?
You just broke my heart. You do not know what Tim Hortons is? I thought that shit made it to the States already.
No.
It's in the northern states. Okay, it's not all the way down to the south yet. Okay, Tim Hortons is like the best coffee you've ever had in your existence.
Coffee?
Like, anything, really.
You just won her heart, my friend.
Yeah. Hold on. What?
Canada
Yeah.
survey is going to be 2 or 5. It's second cup. It's Van Hoot, second cup. Somewhere
Yeah,
in,
but isn't Second Cup and Van Hoot an American company?
and then the third
Well, Dunkin' Donuts is their company.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, we have
I'll get on the
Dunkin'.
list.
But
Give
no,
me a
I
traditional
accept that
donut.
challenge. I accept that challenge of making better blended coffee than anyone else.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Here we go.
Better blended coffee. What are you
Better
blending?
blended.
Don't
Like the frappuccinos.
don't fuck with this woman. She knows her shit.
Don't tell me not to fuck with her when that's what I'm trying to do.
I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm giving you fair warning. Having known this woman for a very long time, I know there's just certain things you don't fuck with.
You don't know her. You knew her. She's older, different now.
Yes, I am.
Not taking away your memories, but that's all they are right now, bro. Memories.
Still,
Just like you weren't who. If she were to describe who you were, I don't think.
she'd give an
shit.
you don't think she'd be able to give an accurate description. You may be right on that. But there are certain things that I do know that have not changed,
Okay.
and that is you do not fuck with this woman when it comes to coffee in any sense of the word.
Or food.
Yeah,
Or
when it comes to food or drink, especially when it concerns her making
Coffee is
it.
my thing in the morning.
Yeah,
I drink coffee all day long. Are you kidding me?
So,
I don't know, man. Sexy's my thing in the morning.
yeah.
Just saying. Just putting it out there.
One
I have a
cup
question.
can last me all day.
How? Well, never mind. If you were to taste my coffee, you'd be having 3-4 glasses
Take
a
your time,
day.
Robert.
So this woman's gonna mail us her coffee. I don't know. She makes her own coffee.
Fuck this. We're gonna hire her as the caterer.
My coffee.
She's gonna be the fucking
is,
TWBR and caterer at the freaking Peace Arch.
My coffee is basically it's kind of like it's an addiction.
Well, coffee is an addiction. That's not news, girl. It's good that you know about that.
No. My coffee. When someone drinks my coffee, they end up getting addicted to it.
Yeah, that was my code.
I like to savor the flavor of coffee. I like to check it out pretty much. The way they mark my glass, I can just check it out pretty much.
You'll take a 1 and 4 from Tim's, a 2 and 4, a 4. No, full.
Hey, I have a question for you guys.
Go.
If you call me and you be like, hey, you want to go to Tim's, grab 1 4?
And Tim, yeah, you're excluded because this has happened.
Right.
Grandmaster and work hubby.
I'm using the milk sugar ratio for the weight content of an ounce.
Just the coffee is.
Work husband is ignoring work wife.
We're rewriting the drug.
Now there will be work death. And he will sleep in the work doghouse.
Yeah, and then 4 and 4. Those are your measurements.
Making his way there.
4 and 4. So these are your measurements, but then you got to go. You go small, medium, and large. We're dealing with ounces, kilos, or pounds.
I heard tequila. That got my attention. You back now?
We should talk about Weight Watchers.
Yeah, now we're talking about Weight Watchers. Oh fuck!
You might want to pay attention
Did
to
you
work
know that I
wife
can
because she's
see?
getting
I'm
work
not saying
angry.
nothing. I'm just gonna enjoy the view.
Yes, I know you can see down my shirt. What's the point? I mean, anyways,
No
I have a question
complaints.
for you guys.
Check on that. Royal is like.
Shoot.
Have any of you guys ever been given breakfast in bed by your girl?
Does room service at a hotel count? No, I have not.
Okay.
I think we just killed him. He's got to go tomorrow. She asked, she goes, have any of you been served breakfast in bed by your women? I said, this room service from a hotel count. and
They don't do that.
and he is yet to find out.
Never. No, not really, don't. Never.
I serve breakfast in bed, girl. I don't normally receive.
Tin Man, I think
Hold
I'm the
on,
last
hold on.
of the women that do that.
Yeah.
For 10 years, or just the one you're trying to impress for the booty call and the first.
You guys, are you serving breakfast in bed to the woman you've been with for 10 years, or just the one you're trying to get in bed for that one day?
Stop it!
He still can't find oxygen yet. Okay, we gotta send this motherfucker like a tank and a mask and shit. He's entirely too old for my jokes. You know what's funny? I got you guys cracked up, and I only made one boob reference, and I didn't even say the word boobies.
Wait, I heard boob.
Oh, God.
You got my attention.
Really, John?
Okay, I think this video can be safely titled 10 Man Dies at the End.
Yep. Tin Man dies, Uncle Bob takes over. Oh yeah, by the way, this is what it looks like when I'm done.
Nice.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, we know how to cook up here.
Hey, there you go.
That's just, and that's leftovers. I didn't even do any of that. I put some cheese and some shit on the top.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, I'm not. If you're gonna come and do a cook-off with us, this is not going in the competition.
No, this is survival cook-off.
Hey, I'm not doing another salt and ice challenge. Fuck y'all.
No.
Oh, we
John.
gotta find a new challenge, like something that. Oh, we got stingrays. If I get stung by this, will I die?
No. No.
But the YouTube hits
dare.
Stingrays love foreplay.
Stingrays love
Don't
foreplay.
you dare.
I won't die. He said I won't die.
No.
Okay, retitle. John Connor dies at the end.
No.
I wish that, oh man, I like when the water's right up here. When the water's right up here, and they're like right at the top right here, and they're a little hungry, the stingrays will come right up, and like I'll have my fingers here. Oh yeah, we're doing a water change.
John.
No. Yes, dude.
You can have the stingray sting you once I'm out there. That way I can give you CPR.
There we go.
Mouth to dick
I love a
resuscitation.
woman with a plan. Hey, I'm told it works, man. 2 jump starts and a kiss. Oh yeah, man. But yeah, no, we're doing a water change in the tank right now. That's why the water's low. But did you guys see the video of me catching that thing? I was catching one of these big motherfuckers, man. It's great.
I mean, they're huge.
Huge, dude. Like, look at that. That's my hand. Like, it's huge. It's not even.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get going. I gotta get something downstairs here.
Okay.
No problem, man.
Good
Catch
luck
you
on the
later.
date, bro. Good luck on the
Bye,
date.
Grandmaster.
I'm just gonna keep hitting the wine.
Yep. Do I want to? I missed that.
He's got things to do.
So we'll check you later, Grandmaster
I
Robin.
scared you away, Grandmaster. You thought I
All
scared
right.
you away.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Now we're just on tangents. I think maybe we should just call it a night on the round table. What do you guys think?
Oh, we're just having fun. Yeah, you can so kill that.
Okay, Genevieve,
Yeah.
you want to close it out? Connor, or would you like to close it out?
I'm gonna let my work
I don't-
husband do it.
Okay, work
Okay.
husband. Go ahead.
Oh, now I gotta get
That was
serious
like
and
really
shit.
weird saying that.
You want to plug it in for it? Cool.
John Connor, close this out, my friend.
Sorry, I was plugging some shit in.
All right.
Wrong hole. Put it in the wrong hole. Hold on.
Hey! Did you die?
No, I didn't die, but these fucking fish will if I don't fix it. There we go. All right.
It's like,
Oh,
wrong hole.
it's like a
But
weed
did you
growing
die?
thing. Okay, anyway, guys. So this is John Connor from the Resistance, and I'm so glad that you guys have joined us. And look forward for the future, man. Don't ever stop looking forward. The Roundtable will always be here. The Resistance is always now, and the Worldwide Resistance Network will always be there to help you with any information that is required. Until then, please don't forget, you are the Resistance. Take care, guys.